Dream Kitchen. What the fuck, man? Let's cook some food. Dream Kitchen. I love food. No shit, no shit, no shit, no shit, no shit, no shit, no shit. Oh wow. Wait, it's black and white. Of course it's black and white, you dummy, because it's your DLSR. Good old friend has been to Africa. Yeah, I don't... Okay, I'm just full of stuff. Call it hate. It's just intense. I mean, it took me all my energy. Oh yeah, I fixed this, by the way. I mean, I said it, you know, I assume there may be people that actually watch this. You know? Yeah, so now I've got it exactly the way that I wanted it. Yeah, I'm gonna show you a bit better. I just need to keep going, because if I stop, I'll die. I mean, that's just the way it is. If you stop on life, you're gonna die. And I just had a coffee, but I feel like, you know, I'm used to smoking something. And I just had a coffee, but I want another one. Because it's just too much sometimes. That's all I can say. It's just a little bit much. And I don't know, I just waited the whole day until I found this place where I wanted to work. I was just denying food, and I was denying drinks, and I was denying... Yeah, what else was I denying? Everything. And I started watching a movie. I did this, what I just showed you. So that, you know, I like it. It's nice. I like it, man. But today I was just tired. Also, you know, it's strange. Because what gives me the reason to be tired? I didn't do that much, you know? I did a bit, but not that much. You know, I just don't get it. How can you be so depleted? You know, how much should I seclude myself from people? And for how long? You know, there were things that I needed. And so, yeah, I went to my parents. And my mother was there, and she gave me food. And so I could eat today because I had no food left. And now I have to make up a plan in my mind that I can, you know, this I will try to keep for longer this time. You know, I will try to live with this. So today I had one meal, and that was oats with dates. 2 bowls of oats with dates. You know, and that's then what I ate. And tomorrow I already made a plan. I'm gonna make lentils again. I'm gonna film it. I'm gonna set this up, right? I like black and white, right? I'm gonna set this up so I can put the GoPro there, and then I can start filming the Dream Kitchen stuff. Just with what I have. You know, I have a bit of ginger left. You know, I'm really householding. I mean, I have to really calculate How long's this food gonna last me? How much should I eat every day? If I would have money, I would just stack myself full with food and I would just eat through it. But I don't have that. Or it just seems that way. Okay. So for me, the camera just helps me to keep going. But it's just part of my life now. And, if somebody wants to live with me, they just have to get used to that. But not always, because, I do plan ahead. So I'm not running after making videos, and that's why I pre-record them so far into the future that I know I have a lot of time, also for other things when the time comes, and I don't know when the time comes. It's just, inconceivable. I cannot conceive of what is going to happen in my life. I just think there are things that are going to happen, but there's never a guarantee. You could just stand here and drop dead, which is why, before that happens, I'll just do whatever inspires me to keep going. And if I feel drawn to the kitchen to make a recording, I'll just do that. And then I'll just drink a coffee for whatever reason, because I feel like I could be higher than I am. Something needs to happen. And I feel like, so that's actually Dream Kitchen. I'm just gonna set this up. How am I gonna set this up is a good question. For now, I'm just gonna... Oh, fuck it. I'm just terrible sometimes. Okay, it's could be a little bit uncomfortable. What do I mean to say with that? It could be a little bit uncomfortable to meet me at the moment, because I'm really full with stuff and I have to work with it. You know, some people never clean these Bialetti things, but I say that's just bullshit. You know, you gotta clean the stuff that you're using, otherwise you're stuck. And my way of cleaning myself is just telling the truth. You know? And that's why I like Chris Webby, because what he says is, I speak the truth that I find. And that's why I keep talking about him, because I just like him. And that's, you know, as honest as I, you know, could be at any given point in time. Clothes, I'm just telling you, this is a piece of art, right? I also feel like it's easier to make art with a DSLR. But yeah, what can I say? I mean, I just started to drop some things. Just continue to record what I'm doing instead of going out of my way to do something just to record it, if you know what I mean. Now this is going to be 2 teaspoons of icing sugar, because that's what I said, the cheapest that you can get in the store. Everything else is more expensive. It doesn't matter, I mean, it's just sugar. And with this camera, of course, because of the problems with the focus is not as, like, it's just much easier. I'm just gonna set, you know, oh now, look how nice this looks. It's, I don't know, 11 at night or something. I'm gonna use a pestle and a mortar to take some clothes. Wow, I'm really going out of my way to recreate myself through art. Okay, so that's a couple of cloves for whatever reason. Okay, if I feel into myself to give you something about cloves, you know, there's the scientific approach, you know, that says stuff like, it's okay, I'm going to first caramelize the sugar, which may or may not be a good idea, depending on what you use. Okay, first of all, cloves have a lot of eterical oils, which are said to be antibacterial. And all I can say in terms of spirituality, it may have something that, I mean, sugar is heroin, I keep saying that. Sugar is heroin. No jokes. That is the truth that I find. You know? So now it's been caramelizing, gives it more taste. Plus they also do that with heroin. You know, I'm really telling you, sugar is heroin. It just has a different word. But I'm pretty sure it... Fuck. I mean, some of these truths are just too much. And then be careful. Yeah. Some of that just hit my lip and it was hot. Okay? It was hot. So be careful when you work with caramelizing things. Okay, now I will take these crushed cloves, put them in. Yeah, I didn't crush them all the way because it's too late at night to make too much noise. Of course, I'm talking. Yeah. I can't help it. My office is just in this building. And it turns out that maybe people even enjoy somebody talking at night. Because maybe they can't sleep. And maybe they can't sleep because of me. Who knows? Well, I do not. Okay, there are so many options for doing anything in your life. Okay, I'll take 2. This is... Yeah. I don't know, it's a blend. Yeah. Doesn't really matter, it's just coffee. What matters to me is from where it came from. It says 2 is enough, but I don't want that 2 is enough. I want to push through. No, I'll do it different. I'll do 2 of the yellow one, which I find special. That's just what I want at the moment. So this time I'm just kind of telling you what I'm doing instead of showing it to you. And then I leave it up to you to just realize that every time I make a coffee, I make it different. Earlier I made one with this, and with, well, it's a barista, and they use peas, it's like contains pea milk, PEA, right, not pea, yeah, okay. I think 2 is enough. No. Okay, now I have to think or feel 2 is enough. Okay. I'm just gonna trust it. Because normally I don't drink more than 1 coffee. I know, I just said it, 2 is enough. And sometimes it's better to not ignore this. So, what I can conclude is that I certainly need something. For me to feel like I want to work. I just had these questions about, what do you want for Christmas? And then you think, do I ask for money or do I ask for rapé? And rapé is R-A-P and then the E has an apostrophe. It's like tobacco that shamans use to cleanse the spirit. And I feel like I need that. Most certainly do I need that. And I've been waiting for it for months. Because I don't just have the money to buy that at the moment. And so now it appears that I have it. Just because my mother said, what do you want for Christmas? And then you're like, well, I don't know. What do I want? A movie? I don't know. What do I want? Do I want a movie? Or am I gonna ask for rapé? Different times, different methods. I was really... what do I benefit more from from rapé or from watching movies? Well, it depends on how you work with it. But I'm starting to get bored, like really bored, just by sitting at home watching movies. So I think that it could be beneficial to introduce something else into my life and to just see where it's going to get me. I don't know what I'm even talking about, man. I know. I certainly do feel that leaving the house can be terrific. Okay, clear assignment. Take the camera with you. You know, because maybe somebody's watching that is dealing with anxiety. And maybe he's afraid I'm gonna leave. So at least he knows, you know, I'm gonna be there when he's afraid. You know, just here in the video. Okay, this is coffee cream. You know, I have to throw some of these things out. Don't know why I sometimes leave them. So there used to be times where I would get cake, you know, from my mother, my dear mother, you know, who I'm really friends with. I really like her. And it pisses me off if people treat her like shit because she's, you know, she's a kind woman and she likes to help, and people just treat her like shit. Like, they just take her for granted, and I fucking hate that. And sometimes I even think my father takes her for granted, and I fucking hate that. It just makes me really angry, you know. I mean, if the woman is there and she shows you, you know, I'm still here, you know, you should be a bit grateful. I mean, it really pisses me off. You know, not just, also with children, you know, anybody that's just been taken for granted. It just pisses me off. Okay, I'm gonna leave it here. What about your promise? Well, I can't always be there, right? See, so never trust. No, I don't want to say never trust. Never trust anyone. I didn't want to say that, but never rely on anyone too much. You know, you can rely on my videos, you know, until they're no longer there. Because, you know, I'm honest. You know, I could die any day now. You know, I don't know what's happening. Maybe I drink a coffee because I think I gotta push through more, or I'm gonna do breath work or whatever, and suddenly I'm just dead. So it's not me you have to put your faith in. You have to put your faith in something that you believe in. And you can believe in me to just tell you to do what you want. Because this is me doing what I want, right? But if that's not what you want, you know, if you hate YouTube or creating, you know, don't do it. I mean, I just let go of the hate I felt for YouTube, you know, because they do censor, you know, I mean, you cannot just say whatever you want on here. So you have to adapt. And I started to adapt. And I started to work with, so YouTube also helped me in certain ways to let go of my anger. But I also simply, you know, just gotta be honest about it. I mean, I can say it somewhere else. So if it was just YouTube, it wouldn't really fulfill me. But I have other, other ways of expressing what I feel. So I can do, write a book, I can do other things if I want to. Now I'm just gonna go back, right? Keep playing, Chris Webster. And continue with my art. That's just an in-between, Try to get as far away as possible from how you feel. And, that's that then.